turn on you. So today we're going to be talking about what drives friends to do that. Like, what did they gain out of it? That's what we're here to find out. Good morning, I'm Stephen Hodges. Good to see y'all. Welcome to the show this morning, where it is always real. Good morning. So the question is, what makes friends turn on you? And like, what do they gain out of it? I appreciate that. Good to see y'all this morning. So I have endless stories of friends that has turned and burned. You know? Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good to see y'all. So, like my whole life has consisted of people that I considered my friend. And like turn on you. And you have no clue why. Didn't do anything to them. Hey, they just like despise you. I can tell you like hundreds of times that's happened. Oh yeah? So like just take it back. Let's see, to like maybe the first time I can remember something like happened. Yeah, like a lady I was seeing. Okay. And we was married, and I worked at a place, and I had some buddies out there that, well, we was friends, and my buddy like helped himself to my wife. And I thought we was like good friends. We talked about fishing, like we talked every day, not like on the phone, but like we worked together. So like I thought we was friends, and he was helping me out. Hey, and I got a motto. I still stick to this motto: if you can take her, you can have her. So I still stand by that. My daddy says I'm a fool, but if you can take her, you can have her. So I still believe in that. I mean, you can't take somebody that don't want to be taken. So let's see. Let me think about the next. Yeah. This episode is not about women. I'm just recapping what I thought was my friends that turned on me for no reason whatsoever. Is absolutely same applies to men. Yeah, absolutely. If you can take him, you can have him. We should all have that motto, you know? But I'm talking about like genuine friends. Like, example, I worked at a job, and I worked swing shift, and I worked at nights, and I had like a really good friend out there that like, now we have like been off and done stuff, but like it was one of them times where we worked 12-hour shifts. It was one of them times where they wanted us to stay over. Well, when you work night shift at a big plant, there's only like maybe 20 of us run the whole plant, and the plant's on like, I don't know, 90 acres. Like, it's big, it's huge. So like there's only a small team that even run it. So we were supposed to stay over, and it was only me and one other dude in my whole department. So this is what happened. This is true. So my friend didn't tell me to stay over. My boss, like we was friends. And my boss did not tell me to stay over. But what he told his boss is he did. So, because he's a coward, and like I know this dude he's still a coward. So to save his butt, he threw me under the bus. And they took me in a meeting, and he said, you deliberately left after you was told to stay. Probably didn't help myself, because I was like, are you that big of an idiot? Like, you think I would purposely here to stay and go home? Like I miss birthdays, Christmases, anniversaries, Thanksgiving. I'm already missing all that, and you think like I would go home after being told to stay? I said, are you that big of an idiot? And that was my boss. He's like, well, he said he told you. I said, well, he's a lie. I'm sorry. He's a lie. So everybody's a lie around here. I said, you are and he is, yeah. Yeah, because if I was been told to stay, I would have stayed. And like that got me fired, because my buddy lied, because he didn't have a backbone, because he's a big old, you know. He could have been like, look, man, I was busy. I forgot to tell him it's not his fault. That's on me. He wouldn't even have been in trouble, because he's a big old badge. Like, I lost my job over it. And I'm glad. Like, I was tired of that anyway. I wouldn't be here today if I was still there. So, you know, that's another friend that like turned on me. Just like that. Just like that. Nothing to gain whatsoever. Just to keep his reputation intact. So, you know, I don't get it. I don't do my friends that way. Like another friend I had, like best friend, 25 years, 30 years. He's like, don't take me around your wife. I'm like, why? What? He's like, yeah, don't have me around her. I'm like, what kind of stupid statement is that? You know? He's like, because like I can take her. I said, you can take her? What do you mean take her? He's like, I know what to say to women. I said, do you now? Well, I tell you what, Big Daddy, do your best. Do your best. And if you can get her, you can have her. I won't even be mad. He's like, no, I'm not going to do you like that. Man, what's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? You know? Why? What do they gain out of that? What do they gain? You know? What do they gain? Don't get it at all. I worked a job that my grandma, everybody knows my grandma, well, her husband, he passed away. But her husband's son got me a job somewhere. He's a little stinker, you know? It might be family, but he's still a stinker. I tell him if I see him, he's a stinker. And I'll put it on the loud intercom at Walmart, he's a stinker. Like it's family, but he's a stinker. I can't help it. I call a spade a spade. He got me a job at a place in, I was like, man, I was broke. I was young. And, anyway, they just fired me. Like, I don't even remember. Oh, I remember what it was. Like you work and they hold your check for 2 weeks, which is fine. Okay? They hold your check 2 weeks, that's not a problem. So I worked 2 weeks the third week come along, they come around passing out checks. The dude's like, man, I don't have your check. I'm like, okay. He's like, I'll find it though. Well, never found my check. The fourth week rolled around. The fourth week of working there rolled around. Here comes the checks. He's like, look, sorry, it was a mix up. Like, you'll get both checks next week. I'm like, okay, still calm, because I understand, okay? Fourth week come around. They're passing out checks. He gets to me. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't have it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the problem is. I said, look, I'm like broke. Like I got a family. I need my money. Like, let's go right now. Like right now and go get it. Wherever it is, let's go get it together. He's like, I can't do that, but I'll get back with you. I said, I tell you what. Calmly. I said, I tell you what. I'm going home. Whenever you round up my paychecks, hey, call me and I'll come up here and get them. But yeah, if this is how unprofessional y'all are, I don't want no part of this. And I turned around, I grabbed my lunch bag, and I went home. Well, this dude, this a stinker, this like was part of the family. I hope he's listening. You a stinker. I don't care. He told the people that like they hire you through a service. Well, he called that service just like him, like they over like sending you to hundreds of jobs. Whatever, they find you a job. They have access to whatever's in the system. Anyway, he called them up and told them that I pulled the flowers up out of the flower bed when I left. So the agency that like got me the job, they in their office and they like, hey, like if you pulling flowers out of the flower bed, I can't hey, I can't recommend you to no more jobs. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's a lie. I said, do I look like I pulled flowers out of a flower bed? I said, no, what they did is I've worked there 4 weeks and I don't have a check yet. And I told them I was going home, and whenever they found my check, when they miraculously found my checks to call me, I would get them. So, hey, they believe this person that lied is a stinker. What did he gain out of that? What did he gain out of that? Somebody covering their own butt and throwing you under the bus. Hey, like he had 100 people thinking I pulled flowers up out of the flower bed. Like, I highly doubt any of y'all believe that. Hey, I don't understand that. I'm not like that. Yeah, I got my money, but like I lost my job in the process because I walked out. You know? Why? What do friends gain out of hurting you? What do friends gain out of hurting you? I got friends on here that I thought was friends that I've been off with, and it's turned on me. And I guess Brian Forrest is making his life mission out of trying to sabotage me. Never said one bad word to him. I've never once said anything to him out of the way. We was friends. Hey, like, if you want to know, I had to block him because he gets on here drunk. Hey, I can't have it. Like, he's got to act right. He's like, he can't act right, so I had to get him. Hey, I liked him. I still like him. I don't like what he's doing. He's taking every opportunity he can to, like, bash me, and I don't know why. Never did one thing to him nor his wife. Never. I'm talking about, I paid for their motel room when we went out of town and we went on a trip together. Like, I paid for it. And now they don't like me. Hey, when you figure that out, hey, John Ray's on there saying stuff about us. Hey, I always liked John. I don't understand it. Bashing somebody for nothing. Why? Why would you do that? What would you gain out of that? I don't understand it. Hey, do it. If that's what you need to do, hey, do it, you know? I thank God I'm not like that. I don't know. I don't get it at all. Like, I mean, I don't understand how people like that think. Like, what's going through their mind? Like why? You know? Why like friends? Why? Like, there was a young lady in my life that her life has changed now, forever. You know? Because she listened to her friends and not me. She gone. Tragically. And like I knew what I was doing. I knew. I was like, come on, baby, let's go home. I'm tired. Let's go home. Hey, I've worked all day. We went to like a little get-together. She liked to go to little get-togethers. Me, myself, if you got the right person, you don't need to get together. Like, just let your leg touch my leg and we'll watch a movie kind of thing. That was always been enough for me, but not for her. And like her friends, also family. Ain't that funny? Also family. Her friend was part of my family. And I went up there and I was like, look, I said, you need to help me get her in the car and let me get her to the house. She's like, she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wanna do. I said, oh, is that how it is? So that's the kind of friend you are to her? She's a big girl. I said, if you're really her friend like you're claiming to be, hey, I said, like, help me get her in the car so we can go home. Her life changed that day. I don't understand it. Was never nothing but good to all of them. I'm talking about you can't be any better is the way I treat people. Can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand what people think. I don't understand what goes to their mind. Like, why, like, hurt? Why hurt someone? What do you gain out of it? That's the question of the day. I don't get it. You know. Hey, that girl chose a different route, and like her life ended. Like that's terrible. That's sad because she was beautiful, loved her kids like I loved her. I couldn't do nothing with her. Not with about 7 or 8 friends standing behind her saying, "You tell him, we got your back, girl." Like, they got to live with that. I don't. I did my part. So, I don't get it. I don't quite understand it. Like, there's people around here that lives right here, won't wave at you. Why? You pass a neighbor and you're like, what they gain out of that? I don't know. Hey, I'm in a good mood. Like, I feel good, the coffee's good, the company's good, but like, the story today is, what do you gain out of hurting someone for nothing? No personal gain whatsoever. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's not cool, Not cool. I mean, I can just tell you story after story after story after story of like people that's done stuff just like that, and I don't have an explanation for it. You know? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. It's like it happens, and it's in families, and and you don't understand like why like people get treated different. Yeah. Oh yeah. God knows you're right. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm fine. Like life's good. We living, and like, I don't know, like, um we got everything we need. Coffee's good, but like, man, like, I don't get people. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. No, Michelle. No. Life is good. Life is good. And I don't know why people are so upset. I don't understand why people watch you. I don't understand this. Have friends that watch you. They start them a YouTube channel and then they're your enemy. What? No, I'm happy for everybody. You know? Man, I want to see somebody do good. I don't understand that. Like, you can start a channel and we still be friends. I mean, I can. You might can't, but I don't see like a problem with it. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. The world's going crazy. The world's going crazy. Like I was accused I was accused of scratching somebody's car. I was accused of scratching somebody's car. And I'm like, she's like, you're just jealous because I got a brand new Lexus. I said, I don't give a fat crap what you got. That is no importance to me. Well, you did it and I got you on video. I said, well, I love to see the video. Why? Why do that? Why? Guess what? There was no video. But that got spreaded around town. And everybody like thinks I did it. Ask me this. Why when you, now this is a good one. Why do you like be with a woman, okay, that runs around? This ain't pointed at directly any particular lady, but this is an experience I had. Like, why when a woman's running around and you divorce, why do they tell everybody and their mama that you ran around? Why? I mean, this whole town like thinks it. What's the gain out of that? Man, you can tell I'm a passionate person. Like, I'm very passionate. Like, I'm hungry. Like, if I'm doing something, I give it my all. Like, I don't play around. Like, I set a new record, I will make it happen. And then I'm like hearing about people. I'm hearing people that thinks that happened. I'm like, what? No. Oh no, I was shocked. Oh no, I loved her. I was shocked. Had no idea. Tell me about it. Like, why? Like another friend, went to school with my whole life. Like, two twin brothers. I'm talking about really my other friend that could take my woman, and them two was really my three friends. Maybe I had one more. I had about 4 friends in school, but like, I really like these two dudes. Okay. Well, this guy like Cena, he like was working with a woman that I was seeing. Okay. And he's like, oh, he's a piece of crap. Like, he run around on his wife. Like, I don't know, why are you talking to him? You're an idiot. And I'm like, and it got back to me. I'm like, what? Man, why would he say that? I like that dude. I thought that guy was like pretty good fella. Well, he was friends with my ex. So there you go. Like, sounds like you ran with a poor group of friends. I can probably second that, but you know, that probably goes along with me not being very picky. Oh my gosh. But I like that dude. Man, I like, I don't really care for him any longer, but like, I mean, I like his brother. I mean, but I don't get it. Why would you do that? That makes 0 sense. That's exactly why I stay to myself. Man, yeah, like, it's crazy. It's crazy to like, you just living your best life and like life's good and, uh, like, hey, like you might not be rich, but you happy. And then just like that. That's why you fight slow love. Beats all I ever seen. Beats all I ever seen. I mean, this lady's got a pond that's like in our family. You know? My granddaddy's sister got a pond. And I took Bentley fishing. Bentley. Like, he was 8 years old. Let me show you. Caught this fish. Let me show you. This fish. This brim. That fish. That fish right there. Hey, I posted that fish on my Instagram. I posted that fish on my Instagram. A picture, and I hashtagged it, and I was like, going on the wall. I'm sorry, my tripod's loose. I posted that on my Instagram. I said, going on my wall. Well, that woman messaged me. She said, did that come out of my pond? I said, yes, ma'am. And she like didn't say nothing back. And I was like, thank you for letting me in, like, my son come. Well, the next time I called her, I was like, hey, I was gonna see if we could come fishing. She's like, you know what? Probably not. This is family only. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to bother you. I apologize and hung up. Like, why? Why? Why is that? Hey, I'm not being crappy. I was taking my son fishing. I was polite. I ain't throw no trash down. I didn't spin no wheels. I was respectful. Didn't play no music. Just doing what I love to do with my son. I caught a nice fish. I handed him the pole. He reeled it in. I do that every time. Even now to this day. I catch a fish. I hand him the pole. He reels it in. Every one of them. If there's a woman in the boat, I hand them the pole. Like my whole life, I hang a fish. If somebody's in there, I hand them the pole. Reel that thing. Every once in a while, there'll be a lady that'll be like, you reel it in. I didn't catch it. I'm like, oh man, you missing the point. You should have reeled it in. You know? Well, I don't see her anymore. But yeah, like what? 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 Why? What's... Yeah? Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not cool. It's not cool. Hey, I don't know, you know. Hey, there's another stinker in the family. His nickname is actually Stinker. Always been a stinker. Like family. Won't speak to you, won't wave at you. That all started when I started singing. Don't get it. Don't get it. I don't understand it. You say jealousy. Okay. Well, I don't understand what that feels like. I've never dealt with that. Like, I don't understand how that works. It's not in me. Hey, well, like there's another time at a job. Like, hey, I was working, and y'all know when I work, like I don't play. Like ain't everybody, they can't nobody take that away from me. When I got a job to do, I will kill myself doing it. Been that way my whole life. That's one reason why I'm sitting in front of y'all right now and we're not running my business that my dad gave me. Cause I'm like too much in the heat. I don't know when to stop. I don't have no quit. Like I don't drink, I don't eat. Like I gotta get it done. Like it's the last thing I'll ever accomplish in my life. Daddy's like, man, have fun. Go work 4 or 5 hours, go home and enjoy what you do. No, I gotta finish it in 7 hours and like go ahead and get paid. I don't know why. He trained me to be that way. My dad trained me to be a machine, and he got exactly what he wanted, a machine. Passionate is a good word. Like I do not play around when it comes to work. So I was said all that just to say this. I was at a job that like I worked a job that you had to have a change of clothes every shift. You always packed a change of clothes because you got wet. Every single time you went to work, you got wet. Every time. And I was soaked. I was soaking wet. I was like wet from my waist down. And I was in the control room and I had my boots off. I had water boots on, but like, hey, I went over my boots. So I had my boots off. They was on the boot dryer. I had my socks off. And I was like propped up with my feet on the desk, looking at these screens, doing my job, monitoring these screens, and I was doing it. Well, not the plant manager, but the dude over him. I don't know, the president. I ain't even never seen him before. He come in. He come in my office. Skinny, wormy dude. That ain't got nothing to do with him being wormy, but it boils down to like, it's what he was. I'm sorry, I tell it like it is. That's what he was. He was the president. He come in my office. He said, how's it going? I said, man, it's going great. If it was any better, I don't believe I could stand it. I said, I got it running like a sewing machine. He stood there. Turned around and walked off, and when he was going out the door, I said, have a good day now. He went straight to my boss. straight to my boss and said he caught me asleep with my shoes and socks off. I said, first of all, he's a bald-faced lie. He said, you might want to watch your tone. He's the president. I said, I don't give a fat F what he owns or don't own or can do or can't do. Like, my feet was wet. I was drying my boots. They was on the dryer. And I said, yeah, I have my feet on the desk. That's my office. I'm going to do it again today, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow. That's what I do. That's a man. A man sprawls his legs, props his feet up. When things is running like a sewing machine, that's being a man. Sorry that offended him. He's like, well, we're writing you up for sleeping. I said, you can write all you want to write up, and you can file it in any file you want. I ain't signing it. That's a bald-faced lie. He's like, well, that's okay. I'm going to put on here you refuse to sign it. I said, well, that's what we going to do then. I don't care. I care. Don't get me wrong. I care. But when you lie for why don't he lie? He's the president. Why lie? Why not he just say, yeah, I didn't really like him in there with his shoes and socks off. And they could have addressed that. And my boss could have said, hey, why didn't you put your dry socks on and change shoes? That, I would have been like, you know what? I'm sorry. I won't let that happen again because I did have dry socks. I did have dry pants. Look, I apologize. Wouldn't have been a problem. I'm sorry. That ain't what happened. Man, I will act stupid. You accuse me of, you do something that ain't true. I don't give a crap. We'll go down with the ship, but guess what? I'm gonna be right at the end. What did he gain out of that? What did he gain out of that? Being a chicken, you know what, liar. I don't understand it. Nothing. Exactly. Nothing. That was pointless. He ain't a good boss or a good president. Put it to whatever you want to put it to. Hey, like it's not cool. Not cool. I mean, I don't get it, you know? Man, there's so much crappiness goes on around the world. I'm telling you, man, there's so much miserable crappiness going on, and I don't understand it. There's enough love to go around. I don't get it. Can't stand someone that lies. Man, like, you can lie, just stay over there and lie. Don't lie, don't be affiliated with me. I don't want no part of that. I don't get all that. Like, tell you another one. I was with a lady that, you know, we had kids. It don't really matter who at this point does it. But I had a camera. I had a camera that was a certain color that was unique. And I like took pictures with the camera. Like, you know, I mean, you've been in your 20s, ain't you? So, like, this lady's brother come to the house. And he was like, you got a camera? I was like, yeah, I got one, but like, I can't get rid of it. And I pulled it out of her drawer, and I was basically like this. I was like, yeah, but like, I can't get rid of it. I was like, put it back in the drawer. I was like, man, there's like pictures of your sister on there. I can't get rid of it. You know? I mean, it ain't no secret. Like, you've been 20, hadn't you? And he stayed around a few minutes, and this, I never understand this. He left. He left. And I went to that drawer. I'm pretty curious. I don't miss a whole lot. When I say I'm curious, I pay attention. For some reason, when he left, I went back to that drawer and that camera was gone. Gone. I told my wife, I was like, hey, that camera's gone. Like, he took it. He didn't take that camera. That's ridiculous. That's my brother. I said, I'm telling you right now, it was in the drawer. I showed it to him and I put it back in the drawer and it's gone. Well, you misplaced it. I said, I did not misplace it. That's one thing Stephen Hodges does not do. I texted him. I was like, hey, man, hey, bring that camera back like I need it. I told you why I needed that camera. He's like, I don't have that camera. I'm like, you have the camera. Like, just bring it back. He's like, no, but I'll turn around. Like, I'll help you find it. He come back to the house. He's looking through the cabinets. He's looking in the living room. He's looking in the bathroom. He's looking at, like, on the sink and in the drawers, helping me look for it. Helping me look for it. Stayed about 30 minutes and left. But me, I'm persistent. I'm persistent. I like went outside. I don't know why Wi-Fi wasn't on. Like, I went outside and I started looking outside. I started looking outside. I was like looking around the house, in the flower bed, in the pump house. Then I started looking around the edge of the woods. Guess what I found? Guess what I found? I found that camera that happened to be pink. Throwed in the woods with the tray open, the batteries out of it, and the film gone. Like it didn't have a roll up, develop thing. It had an SD card. So when you took a picture, like it went to an SD card. The SD card and the batteries were gone. And it was through in the woods. And I brought it inside. I said, here it is. She said, where was it? I said, it was out there in the edge of the woods. She said, I told you he didn't take it. I said, you are an idiot. You are an idiot. She's like, why would he do that? I said, I don't know. He's your brother. It's like, why? Why do that? What's the purpose of that? Like, I have so much. I could tell you hours. Why? You know, was cleaning up at my property yesterday, and there was a big pile of trash that I didn't put out there. Like a big pile of trash. I ain't never seen it. Matter of fact, they like hauled it on the other man's land and dumped it. And that dude's like, Steve, yeah, you put some stuff out there on my land? I was like, no, sir. Well, no, never. And I went out there and looked at it. It was wrapped up like in several like covers. It was just a lot of like covers piled up. And he grabbed a bucket and started like pulling it out, and it was my stuff. I'm like, oh crap. There's my shoes. There's my boots. There's like fishing rods, tackle box, like pictures, stuff that I never knew where it went. I didn't put it there. Like it was all like threw away by somebody I was seeing. I never knew where that stuff went. I know I come home and my house was cleaned out. I had one of these on the floor. Ashtrays were gone. The blinds were gone. Curtains were gone. 'Cause she cheated. That made me so mad yesterday when I seen my stuff threw away that I never knew what happened to it. I'm like, man, people, like, I actually, you know what I said? There's a special place in hell for people just like that. That's what I said. Hey, I'm telling you, when you do people like that, it's not cool. Like, I don't want nobody to go to hell. I'm just saying, that's monked up. Why? What's the purpose? Why? When I met her, she had a trash bag, a half of a trash bag. You know what she left with? Car that I paid off that she didn't have. Boob job. Long, fancy hair that gets highlighted. Toes and nails done. Everything in my house that I've ever worked for. Why? Why? Hey, I didn't cry over it. C'est la vie, you know? C'est la vie. And I went to her brother's house one. I don't even know why I went over there. I think he worked for me for a little bit. And I went to his house. And I walked in. And I'm like, you know, this is the brother that stole the phone. Oh, stole the camera. And I walked in his house and I'm waiting on him to get ready. And I'm looking around and I'm like, man, that deer right there is mine on the wall. That's my deer. I took the deer off the wall. I said, that's my fish. I took the fish off the wall. I said, that's my deer. I took that deer off the wall. When he helped his sister move out and throw all my trash, all my stuff in the woods, he just took what he wanted. You know what I figured out? I just figured this out. When it brought, like I had a TV on the wall, a big flat screen. It took the TV but left a bracket. The bracket was left screwed into the wall because, you know, who's got time to get a bracket down? Long as we steal the TV, that's good enough. My Vizio TV was on his wall. I just figured it out. That's where my TV went. He got it. And he still has it. I just figured it out. Like, why? I don't get it. Man, you think I would do something like that and get some bad juju on me over something like that? Negative. Man, not only that, like I'll never want my mama to find out. Like, you know? Why? Like this same brother is the one that, like, when I was married to her and I was off working, he brought a friend over and like was seeing her. I'm telling you. Like he brought the dude to my house. The brother brought a dude to my house, to my wife, to see my wife. The brother. What the world? What the world? Man, you should be like proud somebody's like good to your sister or brother. You know, my sister's married to a great dude, great family. Like, I'm proud. Like I told her, man, he's good to her. They got good jobs. They don't argue. I told her, I said, he ever like message with you, you call me right then. Right then. Like I'm the one. Cause like I seen how people can be. Man, I could wear the t-shirt. I'm telling you, like but he's a great dude. Like they'll be married forever. Like they're gonna be the one with the 50 wedding anniversary. They're gonna be it. Like they just click, and he's good to her, and I'm glad for that. But I don't understand why, for what reason, like why. Like a lady one time that I was with, married to, like she started a job, okay? Well, she had to dress like dressy for the job, where she wore some shoes that hurt her feet. She's like, babe, like my feet are killing me. She's like, you think you could bring me a pair of shoes? I was like, oh yeah, sure, I can do that. So I went to the mall, bought a pair of shoes, took them to her. She's like, thank you so much. They hurt my feet. Well, like, I don't know, 30 minutes later, about the time I got home, she's like, oh, these are terrible. They hurt my feet too. I'm like, okay, well, here comes Mr. Me. I went back. I didn't have time to go to her to get the shoes. I just went back to the shoe store, bought some more shoes, and took them to her. So this is the second pair I bought today. Well, them was fine. So when I was there, I got the first shoe that I bought. Like I got it and I took it back to the shoe store. And that lady was the manager of the shoe store. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Hey, I was in here earlier. I said, I bought 2 pairs of shoes today. This pair here didn't work, hurt her feet. She's like, she said, yeah, I'm not going to be able to return these. Do you see this on the bottom of the shoe? That's from like sand. It made an impression in the shoe and I can't resell them. I said, are you serious right now? She's like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to return them. I said, she had them on maybe 20 minutes. Like that if the shoes were better, they would have been fine. She's like, I'm sorry. I said, you ain't sorry. I'm not going to tell you what I told her. Matter of fact, I will tell you, because when good people get done wrong, I'm like, it must be that time of the month. Sorry, like I'm telling you, I told you I wasn't perfect. She's like, you need to leave. I said, this shoe ain't coming out of your pocket. Hey, I'm sorry, like I'm not perfect. When people's really genuine and they're really good-hearted, well, we don't take so much. And I took man, I was just running around like the golden husband, doing this and doing that. I didn't even mind like doing this. Same woman that seen my buddy. Well, I mean, that's winning, ain't it? What do people gain out of that? What did the manager of that shoe store gain out of that? Like, I had the receipt and everything. And I mean, did not take the shoe back. I threw them away. I threw them in the trash. And I didn't even have the money to be buying shoes. Man, I was broke. But I did like what I had to do, you know, like just done what I had to do. Like why not friends? Why not friends that you think's friends betray you? What are they gaining out of it? What they gain out of putting you down? I'm the first one to admit it. If I'm wrong, listen, if I'm legitimately wrong, I will be sorry, and it will never happen again. You got my word. But if it's a lie, listen, if it's a lie, we all going to jail, because I don't be playing. I ain't laughing to have it. At all costs, you ain't getting away with it. I don't know why. That's just me. That's the way my mom and dad raised me, to be like that kind of a man, and I stand by it. I make my mama, my daddy, and my true friends proud. I had another friend in school. Now, he was really funny. We actually clicked. Real funny dude. I'm talking about, like, man, we kept each other laughing. And we was friends 20 years. Well, he like come to my house and was playing pool. I had a pool table. And we was playing pool. And like, I got tired because, listen, I worked, I roofed. And when you've been out in the sun, in the heat, and you like drain when you get home. I played pool, we ate something. And actually my dad was over too. My dad came. And I went to bed. Hey, I left him up. I went to bed. I couldn't hang. I'll tell you right now, when I'm tired, I got to go to bed. Well, like, Daddy come in there in the bedroom and he's like, hey, ready for you to run me home. I said, look, Daddy, I can't. I said, my keys is in the truck. I said, let him run you home. Hey, he did not. That dude did not want to take my daddy home. And I'm telling you, I'd already fell asleep. I couldn't wake up. It sounds crazy, but like I couldn't get woke up enough. I was like, just let him take you. It's 3 minutes. Man, when I tell you, like, when he left, when them lights turned out of that driveway, that dude that took my daddy's home wife was there. When I tell you, I don't know how she got out of everything that quick and like come to my bed, but I'm like, you got to go. She's like, oh no, like, she won't show me what I've been missing. I was like, ain't happening. You got to go. I said, you fine, but you got to go. I ain't doing my buddy like that. You got to go. I'm talking about got mad as a mother. I was actually divorced at the time. I wasn't even seeing anybody. No, sir. I don't do a friend that way. I thought we was friends anyway. But, and when I tell you like that joker was fine, oh boy, she was pretty. Just as pretty as they come outside, not on the inside. But outside, she is like about as good as it gets. And, I was like, what do I do? Because me and that dude was friends. So the next day, I'm like, hey man, I don't know how to tell you this, but like, your old lady come on to me when you took Daddy home. I mean, he got fighting mad. I said, look, dude, I sent her out. I didn't do nothing. He's like, I thought we was friends. I said, we are friends. That's why I'm telling you. You like need to know. I couldn't, I wouldn't feel right not telling you. Like, you need to know. Hey, to this day, he still don't speak to me. And I didn't do one single thing. Man, I honored our friendship. Hey, I did exactly like that's the way you should do. Like, I did it. And like, we don't talk to this day. I mean, like, we're no longer friends. I mean, they divorced. But like, I don't get that. Man, like, when my women was running around, like everybody in this town knew it but me. And then when I found out, I just met several people. Was like, yeah, man, she been doing that a while. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. You didn't know? I'm like, no, I didn't know. How does everybody know but you? That's... Why? Guess he wasn't a friend, was he? Guess he was not a friend. I want the people that's like, did you? I want the people that's like against me for no reason at all to cut it out. Live your life. Be happy. Do what makes you happy. Leave me alone. I mean, you ain't gonna bother me anyway. I just wish you wouldn't waste your time being negative. Life's short. Do what makes you happy. Like, even if you do come in my lives and you keep saying stuff, you're not gonna hurt me. You're just hurting yourself. Because like, really good people don't want to be around negativity or drunks. Like, just please stop and like, do what makes you happy. Like, you'll find out you're like happier in life if you do that. Because I'm telling you, people see people putting people down. You think it's helping you out, it's not. If I messed up, I'll be the first one to tell you I'll own my mistakes. That's the difference in a man and a boy. But if it ain't true, I ain't finna take it. Won't take it. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'll own it. And I believe in that. And that's how you like get past mistakes. Like being a man about it. Like if you do wrong and you own it, that's respect. You might not be tickled about what they've done, but from a respect standpoint, you can move past it. And you'll know where you stand with that person. You know what? That person ain't perfect, but that person's real. That I can live with. That you can get past. But I don't, man, there's so much hate and negativity in the world. Why would you just let it consume you? You know? Oh, I love y'all too. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all are wonderful. Yeah, man, like, just have to pray for them. Like, I'm not no saint, you know? I get mad like everybody else. But I'm like, not disrespectful. I just get aggravated. And when I'm aggravated, I like go off and be with myself. And guess what? It's amazing. In 2 hours, I'm good to go. I don't like take it out on people I love or like my friends. But I mean, that's how it is. You know, that's life. That's life. You know, the older you get, the more you can look back on life and you can see all the jealousy and hate and negativity. And it is so much. So much. I had another dude. Matter of fact, he tried to friend me like 3-4 days ago. Man, I really liked this couple. I really liked them. They was fun to be around. Like, we grilled and we watched movies, and I mean, it really, the only reason I was doing it because the woman I was seeing, like, she needed more. Like, sitting at home holding hands or cooking a meal together wasn't enough. She liked to have a bottle in her hand, and she'd like to be around people. And here I am, just going along with it. Like, and like that, like we went to their house and like they cooking and stuff, and like this dude's wife, she's like walking around in the little cheerleading shorts. And I'm like, I just turned my chair to face the other way, like Pretty Woman. But like, why? Why do that? Like, I respected them. She was not ugly, but like, why do that? I'm a man. I love women, but it made me uncomfortable. And I don't understand. Like, it's a good-looking dude, tall, slim, like had good hair, good skin, tan. I don't understand. I don't understand that. We lost our friendship. We no longer friends. Man, I was just as good to them as I could be. And we no longer friends. And you know, her daddy died not long ago, and I wanted to like message her and say, you know, I'm sorry about your dad. My condolences, but I didn't because of him. I didn't like want that woman. I mean, I didn't want to be at their house and I'd be looking at her half dressed. It made me uncomfortable. Like, I like women, but I like the woman I'm with. Like, that ain't cute to me, parading around like that. I don't know. I was raised different. I don't know. I mean, I don't think my mom would be doing that. Just say, I don't, why? Yeah, why? I mean, they was shorts, but like they was about that much of her like ham hanging out the back of them. And I just wasn't comfortable like her walking around and us cooking and watching a movie. I mean, I don't get it. I'm the same way I've always been. Genuine. Man, I give people the shirt off my back. I give people the shoes off my feet. I give them the money in my pocket. Like I've done it. Like several times I've gave somebody every penny in my pocket, somebody that needed it. Didn't even count it. Still don't know how much I gave them. I mean, I ain't tooting my own horn. I'm saying like, man, I've been good to everyone. And the list of the people that's like took that and grown from it is very slim. Very slim. I can count them on this hand. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the world needs prayer. Appreciate y'all watching today. I love y'all. And we had a real talk today. They don't have no Jesus. Apparently don't have a mom like I had, like I got. Mom, like I never would disappoint my mama. So anyway, hey, I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day. And that's a wrap. Bye, y'all.